I remember back in 2017, I was genuinely excited to get up early in the morning on a Saturday and watch the new Spongebob because I had been watching it for so long and I still thought the episodes were really good, you know. I enjoyed what I was seeing back then. These days I'm not so sure, and it's only been 2 years. So, what happened? Alright, Perfect Podcast Show, let's do this!
Good evening, YouTube! Welcome to the Perfect Podcast Show! Tonight, it's a double SpongeBob review! 2 episodes, 2 reviews, 1 podcast! What more could you ask for in a YouTube video? I'm Jeff the Shark, and there was recently a big spider in this area, so I'm fucking terrified. I want to get out of here quickly! So here's your host, it's Pikachu Allspark!
Shout it to the listening buddy, go! Build it up! Add something enough.
Welcome to the Perfect Podcast Show. I am your host, the king of YouTube, Pikachu Allspark. That is right, I am back for another episode of the Perfect Podcast Show. And no, I will not be reviewing today's episodes of SpongeBob, but, you know, I'll be doing the ones from a week ago. And this week's will be on, hopefully, Wednesday's edition of this very podcast. I'm not so sure if... No, wait, I can't do the podcast on Wednesday. Okay, maybe the podcast will be out Tuesday or Thursday. Because I got a special video coming on Wednesday. And that's going to be amazing. And there's going to be a surprise in the way it's... You know what? I'm not giving it away. Some things can be spoiler-free, baby. In this age of internet, you kind of know when everything's gonna happen on everything. But on my fucking YouTube channel, you don't know when things are gonna happen. I'm trying to get more scheduled, but for right now, you don't know when things are gonna happen. And that's how things are going for me, I guess. So, recently, before we get to the big SpongeBob reviews, I'd like to talk about, I have made a few videos myself recently, one being the first episode of my unboxing hour, I guess spin-off. It's not actually a spin-off, it's still the unboxing hour, but it's a new subsidiary, I guess? Is that the right word to use? I don't know, It's a different branded show, but it's still the unboxing hour. That's right, Saved by the Snacks. The first episode came out. I've been wanting to do something Saved by the Bell themed for a while, and you know, this unboxing show where I do snacks seemed like the right fit. So any snack themed unboxing videos are gonna have that skin on them, you know, they're gonna look like that video did. Well, they won't all be the same exact video, you know. I'm not a vlogger, but they'll be like that. Yes, it's something I really enjoyed doing. Yes, it took a while to make that video. It took a really long while to make that intro. It took a lot of picture editing in there, and resizing, cropping, you know, all this editing stuff that you unsophisticateds won't understand. Ha 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 ha. Yes, there's my joke there. I'm not actually a douchebag. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, yes, I really enjoyed making this new video, and it was about these sweet, tart, soft, and chewy ropes bites. I've been thinking this would be a good idea for a while, and they finally got around to doing it. And somehow, apparently they've been out since October and I didn't notice, or they were announced in October and I didn't notice. I don't know how I didn't notice. Now, the ones that I reviewed in the video, those had a different texture to them than the normal bagged, well, the normal soft and chewy ropes. I don't know why I called them bagged, but both candies are bagged. Anyways, I recently got some of the ropes bites from a Dollar General store, and they reminded me more of the traditional ropes do. Reminded me more of the traditional ropes. And I don't know why that is. They were like a $1 bag they had at Dollar Tree. The other one was a $2 bag from the grocery store that I'm not going to name. And, yeah, so I guess my add-on to that unboxing video is that if you want something that feels more like the traditional rope candies, then the Dollar Tree ones feel a bit more like that. It's difficult to explain if you're not, eating them yourself. Also, a new episode of the Lego SpongeBob Adventures, my hit YouTube show that I make. I released that recently. The birthday thing is coincidental. I know there's an episode of SpongeBob coming, which centers around SpongeBob's birthday, which is the 20th anniversary special of SpongeBob. I'm well aware of that. I see commercials for it constantly on Nickelodeon. BTW, if you don't have cable, get cable. It's a fucking amazing invention, and the fact that people are turning their backs on it makes me want to punch the wall. Anyways, I had that Lego minifigures collectible minifigure of the guy popping out of the cake, and I saw him one day just, sitting there in the place where I store Legos, and I thought, you know what? I can make a video about this guy. Now, I've been watching a lot of Big Hero 6, the series, lately. I haven't seen the movie, but I've been watching the series, and there was a character in there called Mr. Sparkles, and I was trying to sort of imitate that character with this birthday boy character, and I know for a fact that I didn't get the voice down right. I know that for a fact. Some voices I just can't do. I'm not a miracle worker, man. But yeah, that's sort of where the inspiration for that came from, this wacky character hosting some elaborate game show that the heroes have to get out of. That's something I've always been into and wanted to do myself, so here we go, I did it. I suppose that's enough talking about me. Let's get on to the SpongeBob review segment, which I don't have an intro for yet, so this is awkward. Okay, here we go. The first SpongeBob episode that premiered 1 week ago was KingPlankton. Now, this episode, oh man, this episode was like the word wrong materialized into a SpongeBob episode. Like, I'm not a fan of this one. You see, in this one, Plankton becomes the king of SpongeBob's sea chimps. That's the episode. And yeah, it seems like one of those episodes where they had an idea, but the idea would probably work better as like a 1 minute short rather than an 11-minute episode. And it just didn't work, in my opinion, There were so many things wrong with it. I particularly wasn't a fan of the beginning, where SpongeBob was dragging around the tank full of these sea chimps, just willy-nilly, just splashing it all over the place and stuff. That's not something SpongeBob would do. I've been watching SpongeBob SquarePants basically my entire life, and I can tell you for a fact that is not something that I would expect the character of SpongeBob to be doing. That is something that I've really not liked about these newer, like, season 10, 11, 12 episodes of SpongeBob lately, is the fact that they've been having SpongeBob just go out of character so hard. And now Patrick just eats people? That's a thing? Like, he was trying to eat SpongeBob's living creatures, those sea chimps, for some reason. Now listen, I'm not some sort of hippie vegan saying, don't eat living things, man, but, I mean, while they're still alive? Like what? Why would Patrick even do that? Like, I get that he's stupid, but eating people stupid? Like he ate plankton. He just ate plankton. That just happened in the episode. Like, why does Patrick eat people now? Why is that a thing? That shouldn't be a thing. And I'm aware that this episode might be similar to the one where Patrick became king, but, you know, the similarities are just so small, and I'm not someone who likes to compare episodes like that, you know? I'm not one who likes to say, oh, this episode is too much like this episode. Oh, it must be a scumbag. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you, Pie Guy Rules. Anyways, I am someone who will look at a SpongeBob episode based on that episode and that episode alone, and this episode alone was just terrible. And, like, everything about it was just... And they fucking inflated Patrick. That's just gonna be something a bunch of perverts are gonna be beating off to, I bet. I'm betting there's already fan art of that somewhere online somewhere. I'm not gonna look for that because I don't want to see it, but it probably exists. I don't really want to discuss this just absolutely abysmal stain on the legacy of SpongeBob SquarePants anymore. Let's discuss the other episode that they showed, Stormy Weather. Now this one I actually liked. This one was quite good. It got a laugh out of me on several occasions, and I didn't think it would at first, because in the episode, SpongeBob gets a pet cloud. That's the episode, and I thought, you know, that seems a little too stupid even for SpongeBob, you know? But then I watched the episode, and, you know, it pleasantly surprised me. There was a lot of things that I liked in the episode. The weather guy was a really nice touch to the episode. Just a constant stream of laughs with that fellow. It might have been a little extreme to fucking torch him, admittedly, but, you know, he was okay, kind of. So yeah, this was like a harmless, fun SpongeBob episode. I didn't feel like my intelligence was insulted after watching it, which, again, he gets a pet cloud, so it seems like it would be something that insults your intelligence. It seems like it would be something that they make just... Meow? Oh, the cat wants something, but I don't know what. Anyways, it seems like something that they would make to appease 3-year-olds, but I quite enjoyed it. And I'm at least 5 times 3. Wait. Okay, I'm way older than 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is just 15. I haven't been 15 in so long. Man. So yes, I guess that's my SpongeBob review. Again, I don't get very many chances to rewatch these episodes throughout the week. I've got a lot of stuff going on, or at least I try to have a lot of stuff going on. And also, Nickelodeon decides to rerun them at the worst possible times. You know, they show the reruns in like the middle of a long SpongeBob marathon. So I just got that on TV in the background, and I'm doing something on YouTube or something, and then I look at the TV and the episode's on, and I'm like, oh man, I wanted to watch that again and take notes. You know, maybe I should check the guide. Alright, a pact. Today, I'm gonna check the guide, see how often these SpongeBob episodes are going to be running, and on the next podcast, when I review when I review the next 2 SpongeBob episodes that should be airing today, I will be prepared. And I guess that is all I have to say for the Perfect Podcast Show tonight. You can follow me on my second channel at Pikachu Allspark TV, my Twitter at Pikachu Allspark, and until the next episode, all hail the king!
Would you just calm down?